Hey players, how we doing? Welcome back. It's week 4 NFL football season. Westgate Circa million, 3-2 last week. That puts us at 8-7. Yes, a little above 500, but you got to start somewhere. So let's get this re-rally. Let's pick some winners. All right, we're gonna start off with the first game. We're doing Chicago Bears. I'm sure people are going Chicago Bears. You sure? Hey, they're 2-1. I know it's been ugly, but they're 2-1. They're going into New York. Giants coming off a Monday night game, which is usually bad for them. They do not play well after Monday nights. All things, I call this game pick 'em. I think there's gonna be a lot of running. I think a field goal is a lot, very generous in this situation. Danny Dimes, quarterback for them, he doesn't seem to be the answer. Do like Shaquan. But we're going to take a look at the Bears. They got running the ball well right now. Their quarterback, even though he's young, he's not throwing the ball a lot. They're getting a little better every day. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bears +3. They have, by the way, beat them the last 3 years in a row. They are 3-0 the last 3 years. We're to go to Baltimore Ravens. That's right. I'm taking the points against those Bills again. I know Ravens have one of the worst pass defenses, if not worst pass defense in the league. But a lot of that is skewed with that Miami game they had 2 weeks ago when they made a big comeback. You know this the second worst pass defense in the league? Miami. And who beat Buffalo last week? Miami. Harbaugh at home is a tough out. They have one of the better records at home as underdogs. And Buffalo, that backfield, that defensive secondary is still pretty banged up. I like getting the points. At home, back-to-back road for Buffalo. They might be holding up the trophy at the end of the year, but right now they have some things to work out. I know they look good, but give me the 3 at home with Harbaugh. Lastly, we're going to be looking at, you guys probably know this already because I love that team so much, the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's right. I am taking the Jaguars again. They've been my darling team. I like betting a team on a streak. They're catching 6.5 points. I love that 6.5 point. I mentioned that last week about money line. One of the best run defenses in the league right now. I know Philadelphia looks sexy. They didn't do too much last week in the second half. They haven't been a second half team. I think you can trade punches with them. You know what's a big deal? Peterson's coming home. The coach on Jacksonville was their coach to the Super Bowl just a couple years ago. You don't think he's going to be pumped up to beat this team? And you don't think his guys know that? So you're catching some points. Jacksonville is still not getting the respect I think they should be. I think it should be, the game should be at 3. They're catching 6.5. Tons of value in that. So we're going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to go to the afternoon, Arizona. They let me down last week against the Rams. They moved the ball. They settled for 4 field goals, but they kept it close. They didn't allow Stafford to throw a touchdown. Going into Carolina's a dumpster fire. McCaffrey's always hurt. Come on. The kid, the quarterback, no thank you. We're catching 1.5. I made them a small favorite. I think they are out and actually a small favorite now, but with context results, we're getting some points. So we'll be taking the Carolina Panthers. We'll be taking Arizona Cardinals. I look for a bounce back game on them. And lastly, we're taking the Kansas City Chiefs going into Tampa Bay. Yes, Super Bowl revenge from a couple years ago. One of my angles is the total chaos angle of creatures of habit. Tampa has been in a mess with this whole storm thing. They're actually thinking about moving the game. It messes up their passing at the Miami facility. They're doing a lot of different things that's kind of messing up their mojo. Kansas City, I think, has more weapons. I think they have. I just can't see that defense hold them down again. They held Green Bay down, and Kansas City has way more offensive weapons. So it's a pick 'em game. I like them. I actually made them -3, Kansas City. So I think there's value there. So those are my 4 or 5 games for this weekend. Guys, let's make some money. I saw the camera's been shaking around a little bit. My daughter's been helping me out, so she wants to say her little gig. Come over here. Subscription button. Say it.
Subscription button down below.
Thank you very much. Good hunting. We'll see you next week.